What's happening, people? Apologies for the technical issue. Completely my fault. Guess what? I forgot to add myself to the stream. It's me talking and there's a black screen. I forgot to add myself to the stream. The most basic thing, the first thing you do when you start a stream. Done everything else, all the complicated bits, but forgot to add myself to the stream. So yeah, say no more. Apologies about that. All I can say is it's my first time doing it. I forgot to add myself to the stream. Right, welcome to Scarfy's First Talk. It's Monday, 8 p.m. So that means, yeah, we're going live. Episode number 1, match reaction to Tottenham versus Manchester City. I did go over it all, but I realised I was speaking to absolute nobody and nobody could see or hear me. So apologies, we shall start again. If you're new to the channel, please feel free to check it out, subscribe, leave a like if you like it, and leave a comment, and I'll read as many comments as I can get through. So that will be, yeah, fantastic. So yeah, keep those comments coming. And yeah, this is a regular thing that will happen every Monday, 8 p.m. I'll occasionally also have guests on. Yeah, so failed the first time, but we're here again. So yeah, just later than planned. Second time. Hopefully this is gonna be lucky. Match reaction. But we've got lots of things to talk about today, and we're going to start with a transfer window recap. But before we do that, so let's say hi to Jude, who says yo. So yeah, keep those comments coming, guys. So hello, Jude. Thank you for joining, and apologies once again for those technical issues. So yeah, transfer window recap. So for me, it was a decent window, 6 out of 10. Porro and Danjuma both coming in on loan. Porro, the player all us fans wanted, the club wanted. We spent about 30 days trying to get, it took forever. We had that, we had a bit of a scare, didn't we, before deadline day, but yeah, he went through in the end, and all that matters is he is our player on loan, not how we expected, but with an obligation to buy eventually, I believe. So that is good. He's our player. We got the deal done, and that's all that matters. Obviously, getting a centre back for me, I think would have made it an elite window, 9 out of 10 if you like. But it's a 6 out of 10 decent window for me. Porro, I think it made a huge difference to the team, and Danjuma, will keep Son on his toes and compete for minutes. And also players like Brian Gill, going on loan, to really help them. Jed Spence as well, going on loan. I think that will really help them for their career to get minutes and come back to Spurs with more confidence, more minutes under their belt. So I think that's quite a smart thing. So yeah, keep those comments coming and let me know what you think about the transfer window. Comments below. Rate it out of 10. I give it a 6 out of 10. Moving on to Enix's response to the questions raised by the Tottenham Hotspur Supporters Trust. So there wasn't it. It was answered after the transfer window closes, which coincidence that, isn't it? But yeah, the questions were answered. I believe it's 2 or 3 questions, and it was, I felt, quite an aggressive tone, the wrong tone to use to the fans. We're probably the ones who should be annoyed with them, to be honest. I think they used the wrong tone. And there wasn't much reassurance in there, reassurance to the fans. Like saying we spent 47 million, or that's right, 47 million in January. I think that's if we buy Porro on obligation. Like saying, 500 million since the stadium opened in April 2019, which is correct. But what they don't tell you is that includes like poor recruitment, add-ons. So it's really clever the way they've done it. All right answers, but I believe there's a wrong tone that they used, and there was no apology in there for the mistakes they've made, or whatever, how long it took for the deal. But I'd like to go back to Porro and just say that we got the deal done. Fans may say, oh, he's only on loan, or it took forever. Yeah, it did, but he's our player, and that's the priority. And now moving on to the FA Cup 5th round draw, round of 16. We've got Sheffield United or Wrexham away from home. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe tomorrow is where they play their replay to see who we'll face in the 5th round of the FA Cup. Personally, I would rather Sheffield United. Just because I believe that we played them before. I think Wrexham will be tough away from home. They showed, didn't they, Sheffield United, how tough it is on a pitch, tough pitch against a smaller team, cold, be difficult. Whereas against Sheffield United, we played them before, and we can treat you more seriously with a more serious team. We have a better chance, I think, of going through. So I personally rather play Sheffield United. Let me know who you'd rather play in the comments below. But now moving on to the match reaction, which this show is all about, beating the champions Manchester City 1-0. I went to the game, fantastic result. I would say probably our best performance of the season. Standout performances from the likes of Emerson, Højbjerg, Kane. I thought everyone done well, but them in particular I thought were very, very good. Let me know your man of the match. I'm going with Højbjerg. I went, the atmosphere was good, the performance was good, and obviously we got a result. That result, was for Conte, and just that keeps our unbeaten run under Stellini going. And Manchester City still haven't scored, drawn, or even won at our new stadium yet. They've always struggled away from home, going back to the old days at White Hart Lane. They've always struggled away from home against us. That's why their punishments for their financial situation should be paying Tottenham away. That'd be quite funny, wouldn't it? That should be their punishment. I'd take that. City not in the best of the places, I don't think, as a club at the moment. So I think we took advantage of that. I thought we were very, very good. But the most important thing is Kane breaking the record, becoming Tottenham's all-time record goal scorer, overtaking the late, great Sir Jimmy Greaves, 267 goals. It's just incredible. You've got to remember, nobody thought that record would ever be broken. I was there. I saw Kane break the record, so I can say that to kids, future grandkids in the future, and children. So I can say that I was there when Kane broke the record, and that cheer, the atmosphere when Kane scored, it's fantastic moment for him, for fans, for the club. Something that he will always remember and be talked about in years and years to come. And I can say, people like me can say, look, we were there, and that's the fantastic thing about it. But moving back to 1-0 win over Manchester City, it was very good. I think we deserved the 3 points, being honest with you. The likes of Emerson had Grealish, in his back pocket. We kept the likes of Haaland quiet, who had only a few touches, not involved in the game hardly whatsoever. Kane proving that he's better than Haaland as well. By the way, Haaland could probably learn a lot from Kane. Yeah, we kept City quiet, and City trying to go wide, trying to feed in Haaland. But every time, we defended really, really well. Some stand-up performances, as I said there, in defence, like from Emerson, Højbjerg, who's been heavily criticised at times. I've got criticised at times. Trust me, for defending him, but he was fantastic. It's probably his performance of the season, along with the team's performance of the season. A lot more attacking, a lot more exciting. Defended really, really well. Gave everything. If we play like this every week, we'll be all right, and we'll probably finish inside the top four and probably win a trophy as well. So yeah, very good performance, very satisfying 1-0 win. Very, very happy. And we move on. We must keep it up. The only downside to that game was Romero picking up that second yellow, so that red card, which means he misses the next game, which is Leicester Saturday afternoon. He misses the game. It was silly, really, watching it back. It's a tackle that he didn't necessarily need to make. He had cover. But it's clever if you watch it back from Grealish, the way Grealish moves towards Romero to win the foul and then goes down. The way he aggressively goes down to make it clear that Romero has made contact with him and he's on a yellow. So it's silly for Romero, lost his head really, but he had an excellent game as well, Romero. So I'm not going to sit here and criticise him that much. What do I know? I thought he was fantastic. That at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Putting the performance. I thought he was fantastic, defended really well, and he deserved that clean sheet. And even the likes of Hugo was fantastic. He struggled and made a lot of mistakes recently. Even he, no mistakes, was very, very good. Also, I'd like to touch on with Sonny. I thought that he, again, Preston and now City looked a lot better, more dribbles, looked a lot better, a lot more confidence. I think he felt that responsibility to step up with Kane not being there. I don't like to say this necessarily. I'm not going to say that Son's better without Kane, not in the way that it sounds anyway. I just think that Son feels that responsibility. It could be wrong, feels the responsibility to step up when Kane's not there, and he does so. And I thought he was a lot better personally. I thought it was a lot better yesterday. Shout out to a View from the South Stand who say, big up, Harry. Nice to see you. I occasionally go on a View from the South Stand after the game. So go check out, go subscribe to their channel because it's a very good channel. I always enjoy being on there. Always a pleasure. Great channel. Fantastic. Go subscribe to them. And Luke, David from Park Lane Podcast says, yes, Harry. And a massive shout out to Luke because I wouldn't be here without him. I don't know if you guys know, but we had technical issues earlier. If you're listening to it after, but it's what happens when you go live, and totally my fault. Forgot to add myself to the stream. But massive shout out, as I said, to Luke. He's the reason I am live today. teach me all how to do it, because I really haven't got a clue. So yeah, massive shout out to Luke and a view from the South Stand there. But yeah, going back to Kane becoming the all-time record goal scorer, and as I said, nobody thought that record would ever be broken. So that's fantastic, and the cheer inside the stadium when he scored, it's fantastic moment with him giving the interview on the pitch afterwards as well. It was just fantastic to see, something that we talked about years to come, and I can say I was there, so it's fantastic. Fantastic for Kane. He'll never forget that, and that's probably why one of the reasons he didn't leave Spurs in the summer. He wanted to do this. He's now got his wish. I just hope he can, win a trophy with us before he leaves. And that's what I hope, and I believe he can. I believe if we play like we did against City, that's possible. That performance is good against a big team. And once again, going back to the transfer window recap. Talk about what I think we need in the summer. Obviously, I said 6 out of 10 window, decent window. Porro and Danjuma coming in on loan would have been getting a centre back would have made it an elite window. But yeah, I'm going 6 out of 10. Rate it in the comments, guys. Let me know what you think. Could have been better, but at the end of the day, we got Porro, the player we want, and we got Danjuma, which is a clever signing. To be fair, from leaving Nick the ball, clever signing. You hold my hands up. It is a clever bit of business. In the summer, though, I do think we need a goalkeeper, long-term replacement for Lloris. I thought it was good yesterday, but he's making obviously more mistakes are creeping into his game. He's not getting any younger. So I think we need to finally start looking for and sign that long-term replacement for Lloris, and of course a centre back. And also signing Kulusevski and Porro permanently, feel like 2 new signings. I think that's really important. People forget and don't class that as signings, but it is really important that you get that done, because it's 2 first-team players that are really, really important, or will be, should I say, really, really important with Porro. To us, some people will say, like Dave from Part Lane Podcast will say, that perhaps we need an extra midfielder, creative midfielder. That shouldn't be our priority. Centre back should be the priority. We've got lots of Højbjerg and Bentancur, Sarr and Skip coming through. Basuma, don't forget. I think that is a very good midfield. Luke says Emerson Royale was insane yesterday. Shout out to Højbjerg as well. Yeah, I'd just like to say, haven't talked much about Emerson yet, but I thought he played the blinder once again. Emerson, had Grealish in his back pocket. I thought it was very, very good. Very impressed with that performance from Emerson defensively. Even going forward, I thought he was very, very good. So he deserved to be part of that clean sheet. And Højbjerg, he's been criticised at times this season. I can partly understand it. So I think Højbjerg hasn't been fantastic this season. Going forward, I think he's been good, perhaps not defensively, but getting that assist yesterday, defensively, I thought was very, very good. So he's man of the match for me. But Højbjerg and Emerson, 2 players that, I'm going to be honest with you, have struggled this season. 2 players that I probably like, but 2 players that struggled this season and perhaps been criticised a lot, I would say, by the fans. So it's good to see them put in 2 good performances yesterday. Super impressed with their performances. I thought it was a team as well. I thought we were good. We were compact. We play every week. As I said, I think we'll be all right. And again, Luke says his strength in the assist was impressive. Yeah, Højbjerg's strength, I think, to keep that ball under that situation as well. With players, City defenders coming towards him, like Savake, Akanji, coming towards him. Ederson coming out as well to keep that ball and thread it through to Kane was fantastic. So it was a great way for Kane to get his record goal, Tottenham's all-time record goal scorer. It couldn't have been a better way with a perfect assist from Højbjerg. And finally, previewing brief preview with the Leicester game. So basically, obviously got Leicester next weekend, right? 3 p.m. We know that Romero will miss that game's second yellow. As I said, I thought that was silly from Romero because he had cover, but as I said, clever from Grealish, I thought, in the end. But yeah, I didn't think Romero needs to do that. But against, we've got Leicester coming up. But as I said, we play like that, we'll be okay. Obviously, going to be a worry without Romero. But I think probably Sanchez will probably play on that side. I thought he came on and done all right. The few seconds he was on against. A few seconds he came on yesterday, I thought he done well. So I'm pinning that comment there. Yeah, so feeling more confident. It just shows you what a wing can do. So yeah, feeling more confident now going into that Leicester game. We've got big games coming up, haven't we? West Ham, Milan, and all of a sudden just a win gives you that all of a sudden, more confidence. That is it for today's show. If you're listening after, this was obviously live. We had a technical issue to start with. I forgot to add myself to the stream. So I found out I'd done it all, but it turned out I was talking to absolutely nobody. So once again, apologies for that. Technical issues do happen when you go live, and it was a silly one. First time I'm going live. I hope you enjoyed today's brief show. In the future, as I said, we will have guests on, so get in touch if you think that's you, that you want to go live, want to join me, want to be a guest on our show Monday 8 p.m. So massive thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share, whatever you have to do, like if you enjoyed it. Really excited for this. Obviously had that technical issue, but I'm glad we could. I hope you guys did enjoy it. So yeah, take care and come on you Spurs.